2023 season. I am joined by my glorious co-host, Anthony.
Hello, let's go. Copium cast for life. We're back.
We're back.
Like we never left.
Bro, the dream team. The Copium cast.
Yes, sir.
Here.
Undefeated, never beaten, never gonna be stopped.
Exactly.
Let's go.
And we're gonna serve some cope for you all this week. Okay. How are you doing, brother?
Bro, I'm just happy. You know, this week, little spoiler, didn't go Android's way, but you know what? I got a lot of cope to give out, and I'm ready to go, baby.
I can't wait.
Let's get it.
Coping. Right. Okay. let's get into the week of cope.
Let's go.
Right. Okay. So to begin with, we have Muscle versus Sentai. Now, this match, I know from what Andy was saying in general chat that Sentai made a lot of changes from last week when they went against me. So I suppose that's worth keeping in mind. But yeah, Sentai, they lost this week, unfortunately. Yeah, it was a bit of a rough one. We had the start of King Cold against Sailwoman, and Sailwoman on a new build, Demonic Bargain, what she's been on in testing before, kinda struggled. And by kind of, I mean really struggled.
She did not get to do much.
No, King Cold said no and kind of just shut her down. To be honest, this match there's not really loads for me to go into because it was a 3-man win for Muscle, so it was kind of rough on Sentai side. But good thing for them, Raccoon did quite well. He tagged out, yeah, he did. I think he did in the region of like 50, 60,000. He did pretty well, but everyone else kind of sucked a little bit. So, Anthony, you have any thoughts on this match?
I'll go from the Muscle perspective. I think Muscle's really happy with how some of their, Broly, he didn't really get a chance to flex his muscles. But honestly, I think their ancillary characters, I think they're happy that they can get a win without 13 having to be there. You don't want to have your best character be your crutch. And I really like what Bojack did. I'm a sneaky Bojack enjoyer. All right, he's my guilty pleasure. All right, I like watching him do good. I also, Birder, he just got done with this All-Star weekend. He was one of the stars there, and he did really good this match. I don't know how it looks in the stat sheet, but, my eye test is telling me Birder and Bojack, they're on the upswing. Broly, yet to see. Data not yet found. He's still got a 24K average. Ribski the bro.
Well, at least his stats didn't get even more ruined and he had to come in or anything, because that was near the end. That looked like it could be a possibility. The stats could have been tanked even more.
It would have been a rough one for the guy, for sure. But nothing to be ashamed of. These were two of the lower seeded teams, I should say. But both of them still in playoff contention. Nobody's out yet because of this new system. So no one should be that upset about this match. It was a good match, even though Sentai only got 3-man. Go back to the lab. Let's get some work done. It'll be good.
There was no Jiren as well, so that's worth obviously pointing out. Jiren being like the guy for Sentai most of the time. I think my main sort of words of wisdom, if you want to call it that, is for Sentai and Muscle, I guess. You're down, but you're not out. I mean, Muscle was kind of in this exact scenario last season, and they won the bowl. So just something to sort of think about for Sentai, especially since Raccoon's doing well, and like you said, Berta seems to do pretty well. So it's not all bad, even though it was a 3 sort of win. It was also pretty interesting in this match because we got, it was the 3-way loan between the two of these teams. So we have King Cold and Raccoon both popping off.
Some revenge games,
yeah, it was pretty cool. It was, yeah,
it was pretty fun.
It was. I mean, those two characters worked out pretty well. The third character in the 3-way loan we won't talk about because he's trash. But
Stop dissing the boy, bro. Jace will come back
I'm
next
coping.
season and he's gonna whip your ass, dude. It's gonna be
I hope
messed
it
up.
happens. I hope it happens, just so that I can be proved wrong on all accounts, to be honest. But yeah, any final remarks, or we good?
I wanna make a PSA. This isn't just for these two. This is for every team, okay? And some of you might not listen to this, but I need you to listen. All right. When it comes to this league, one thing I've learned: not every week is the end of the world, and not every week is the best week ever. All right. Your main goal is to get to playoffs, build for that 5-man, and do your best there. You lose week 10, oh well. You win week 14, okay. Just stay even keeled and you'll have a fun season. Enjoy the matches for what they are. Have a good time.
Basically, what
Don't
you're
get too
saying
mad.
is be like Muscle, and then just make sure you squeak into playoffs. As long as you've got your 5-man ready, you're good. Doesn't matter. Yeah.
Yeah, week to week, try new things. Do new stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As long as you're still in.
It's like
You're
the
good.
longest testing season of all time. That's what the main season is. So, right.
Open your eyes.
Open your
third
eyes.
eye.
Right. I think that's time for match 2 now.
Yes,
we've
sir.
got Hybrids versus ED.
Mm.
2 very strong contenders this season, and to be honest with you, Hybrids, they feel like, to me, that they don't feel like a 5-5 team. I don't know if that makes sense. I almost feel like
I
they're
get you.
stronger than last year, but they somehow lost 5 games. I don't know how that works, but yeah. So to start with, we had Ultimate Gohan versus the All-Star Man himself, Krillin, and to be honest with you, it wasn't a good look for Krillin.
All-star curse, man.
He kind of got whipped. by
He
Ultimate
got
Gohan.
beat
He
up.
got
Bad.
beat. And I mean, he got out of there. He tagged. He knew when he should run. The cowardice kicked in. And yeah, to be honest, this match, it was a lot of like back and forth. It went down to the wire with Future Gohan being the clutch.
Yeah.
He clutched up at the end.
I was not
believe it.
expecting that out of him, bro. I was like, man, you know, Hybrids, you're really strong. Unfortunately, you're gonna have a losing record, but Future, he came through, and this match was super swingy, bro. Like a lot of big moves. Goku's throwing out spirit bombs on his kids. That's pretty messed up.
Very much. And it blew the planet up as well. He blew the planet up. Goku.
He blew it up.
What the hell, man?
You got freaking, I was gonna call him Tao. Jeez, my brain. Nam out here. He was hanging with Teen, who was
Teen.
also throwing out some pretty big stuff. Yeah.
Like what?
What is happening? Goldo, his jelly bean self, he didn't have that much room to scuttle, but if he did, he'd be scuttling.
Bro,
around,
there was so many
alright?
times where I thought he was gonna ult. He had like max power, and I thought, uh-oh.
Yeah.
The giant pencil is about to commence. That's never happened.
He was posing, dude. He hit off a pose. I was like, damn.
He was styling on them, that's for sure. He wins on style points, Goldo. Yeah, it was like a lot of characters clutching that you wouldn't expect. So Nam, I feel like weirdly was the clutch for ED. Like that was kind of mad. And then Future Gohan was the clutch for Hybrids, which we have seen him do it before, surprisingly, against Derp, I think it was. He clutched, but it feels like, you know, that felt like a one-off, because I remember the week afterwards we faced them, and Future, he wasn't terrible, but he wasn't outstanding, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This week it was like a return to form. He was literally not letting them have any space to do anything. I mean, he shut down Vegeta of all characters.
And they had the they had the tag advantage. They had a lot of things going for them, but you know, they wanted that win really badly. So you can't. I think we're seeing a lot of parity in the league. You know, a lot of good teams. So when, you know, you see Hybrids and they're only 5-5, you're like, how is that possible? What?
Yeah.
There's a lot of good teams hanging around. There's a lot of good guys just running around here. So
It is crazy. But yeah. Any more thoughts on this, or we get moving on to
I like both coaches. I like this match. You know, I talked to one of the coaches. I talked to Macho, and you know, he didn't seem too down about it. Right? He, you know, it's his old team, so he's got a soft spot for him. So I think everybody's happy this week on that front.
I tell you what, I wasn't too down about it. I just only wish that Goldo did the giant pencil, and then I could have celebrated.
True. You know what I just realized? Every North Kai team but Androids won this week, huh? That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's tough.
Yeah.
Tough pill to swallow.
Tough pill to swallow. Crazy this season.
You guys have been annoyingly good. I agree.
We'll get on to that now if you want to, I suppose.
Yeah, let's go.
Alright, cool.
I know you're happy.
I
you're
am
excited.
Delighted and excited, yes. So, yeah, we have Cinema versus Cold Kingdom. And you was trash talking me during the week, saying that we were gonna. In fact, during the actual last week, when the All Star was going on, you were saying how we were gonna get destroyed, easily beaten, blah 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 blah.
Bro.
You was coping.
My man Destiny.
You wanted us to lose.
When I saw the lead, though, I was like, no way, Tao handles Gogeta. No way.
Bro.
And then, well, you should go into it. This is your guy. This is your match,
mad. So, yeah, as you already said, Gogeta versus Tao was the lead matchup. To be honest, when that was like announced, I was kind of happy anyway, because I thought Gogeta would start. Yeah, Tao has been a different animal ever since we took him off Eternal Life, and we've given him, well, last week he had Dragon Power, but this week Power of Rage instead, and Dende's. And my god, he has been ridiculous. Like, the Dodon Ray spam has been ridiculous. Like, it has been absolutely crazy. He's just been living up to his namesake as like a big boy FA. In fact, I think he might actually be the best performing FA, like, when stats come out this week. I could be chatting like rubbish, absolute coping.
He's been better than Tapion, I'll say that for sure.
The only one,
even with regardless of stats.
The only one that I think might be better is Adult Gohan in stats, but then I don't know, Vegeto's been decent as well. So, but yeah,
Vegeto's on a team of gods, okay?
He doesn't even have a chance to shine, poor Vegeto.
Yeah, he's just hanging out.
That was mad. So yeah, I was happy with that. This match, by the way, was a heavy, like, tagging match. Like, there was 3 tags for Cinema, 3 tags for us. So there was 6 tags in the whole match. It was like a bounce, bounce, bounce. And I'm not gonna lie, my boy Cooler, well, and Frieza, I guess, because they both just did the same thing, but like, obviously in different aspects. Cooler was just spamming out those dark side beams, thing we love to see him do. I think he did so well in 2020, and he's back to that sort of form. And you know what Frieza does: max power mode, power body. He's annoying. He breaks other people's power body. We love to see it. So yeah, it was a very entertaining match from my perspective. But you know, I would say as a neutral, but you're kind of not neutral in the way. But you know what I mean. What are your thoughts on this match?
So my thing is, if you want to get in a tag battle with any team, the last team you want to do it with is Cold Kingdom. Because my god, do those boys love ulting and they love running Savior. So you do not want to tag battle with them. And unfortunately, Cinema had to be on the receiving end of that. God, I'm rewatching this match. I am so jealous of your Tao and how my Tao is just not that good. What is happening? Your Tao took... Jeez, man, your Tao.
Your Tao has been good. Like, he's had really pop-off weeks. Like, was it against early Piccolo where he started off and came back
That's early Piccolo, bro. That's early Piccolo, bro. That's a sandbag from Smash Bros, bro. I'm talking shit. Yeah, Budokai, I'm talking shit.
To be fair, after the All-Star week, I don't think Budokai can really say anything about early Piccolo. God.
Yeah. The All-Star curse, brother. You get into All-Star week, you start performing bad. You're not yourself.
It's crazy, absolutely crazy. But yeah, I mean,
What?
oh, what are you gonna say? Sorry.
Oh, no, no. I was going to say one thing I will highlight. We got a big Janemba sighting. Always love that. Jane,
Did
you
what?
know what? For all his faults, love him. Just a big boy.
Janemba did well this match, to be honest.
Yeah.
He was the one that, like, I really thought might bring it back for them. I was kind of nervous, obviously, during the stream. I thought that he was definitely going to be the guy that brings it back, because he was pushing Cooler down, being really aggressive, and even when he went up against Frieza, he still managed to, like, do some damage and get out of there. And obviously, Big Janemba is always a threat, regardless. So I was scared of Janemba. It's just, I think this match, it's just a shame for cinema how Gogeta and Fasha performed, because we usually expect
they
kind of.
getting handled by Tao is unacceptable. Listen, I like Tao, but you're Gogeta and Fasha. That should not be happening. All right, that's you know, and I love cinema, but that was embarrassing. That was tough to watch.
Yeah, like, it's fair. Like, Tower's a good character. If you're gonna keep it even, like, if Gogeta kept it even and maybe won out, or, you know, it was even and Tao barely beat him, then it's one of those things. But it's the fact that Tao was left with so much health, and he could still push through into Fasha and just do a lot of damage at the end of the day. So, yeah, it wasn't the best show in cinema.
Yeah, unfortunate that they had to get the week where, you know, Cold tags a lot, because when Cold, you killed him with a psychonesis. That's so disrespectful, Frieza. When Cold tags a lot, man, it's just so overbearing, because Frieza has level KSA and Savior. Like, he's just so overbearing. Cooler, they're just monsters. Like, Mecha didn't even need to come out. So, unfortunate, but keep your head up, Destiny. Keep your head up, Cinema.
You're still in the game, like 3-7. I
Yeah.
know it sounds like, oh, everything's over, but with a new system, the way it works, you're still easily in the game. Couple wins and you'll be in playoffs. So, yeah. Are we ready to get moving?
Technically, they are above.
Oh,
They're above
did a ghost
who?
appear?
Technically, they're in. Like, they're confirmed in. Like, as of right now. And everything, because they beat Sentai. They beat Sentai, and I think they beat Namek. Maybe, I don't know, but they're above Sentai, so they should be at the top of the three. That they're tied with.
It's a good job
Our
we have
producer,
our producer Tosh coming in here with the stats.
He came
we
in
love
and
it.
let us know.
I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, but exactly emphasise my point. Really, cinema, it's not over at all. Right, so they can still easily make playoffs. So don't be too disheartened. We ready to get moving on to match number 4?
Yeah.
Sweet. Right, so match 4 is Namek versus Budokai, our first divisional of the week. And,
yes, sir.
oh my god, it was way, way, way closer than I expected it to be honest.
Yeah.
So we had Baikon versus Early Piccolo to start with, and Early Piccolo, as I kind of alluded to earlier, yeah, he's carrying on his all-star form of not really doing very much, unfortunately. So Baikon did kind of beat him down, and he also started beating down Supreme Kai, another character on Budokai who, I don't know, outperformed what we thought they would. Because Supreme Kai has not really been that good over the past few seasons, but this season he's been really, really good, to be honest. And yeah, I mean, it kind of like went back and forth from that point on. But Namek, in the end, they have Nail and Nuova left, and you think, oh, it's probably over at this point. But no, Adult Gohan is Adult Gohan, so he just blitzes through Nail and Nuova and wins the match. So, yeah, the power of the best FA.
I'm rewatching, and it's still shocking. Like, Nuova and they almost were both full health.
Yep,
What?
yep. Adult Gohan just said nope.
He said, "No, I'm transforming now. You're dead. Goodbye."
The funniest thing
I will.
is, and I can't lie, there's a bit of cope from me, but it's what Namek have done to both myself and Royals, and I think there's another team with Late Piccolo, where like they've lost. Like there is no way. With Royals, it was the worst. Like he literally had 1 hit point, and Majin Vegeta had 30,000 left, and he killed Majin Vegeta and won the match for Namek. So
It's for 3 wins.
It's a taste of their own cope, as it were. Like it's mad.
Actually, I'm lying. I should have known. We should have known. You wanna know why?
Why?
Because Adult Gohan has 2 things in his kit. He has full power charge, and he has explosive Madon for 2 that does 9k. Unironically.
Yes.
So I know I said earlier, don't get too high, don't get too low about these weeks. I'm not gonna shit on Namek, but I will say, if I was Namek, I would be pretty disappointed that I lost this match. Because Nail and Nuova, I know it's Adult Gohan, he's very good. But like, Nuova's also very good, and Nail's a solid character. You should have been able to take him out.
But yeah, I agree completely. Again, I've felt this sentiment before where you should be winning because there's 1 character, and then like somehow you've got 3 characters and somehow you don't win. It's like, what the hell? It's one of those things that's really annoying. And maybe there could be some tweaks to what Nuova and Nail are doing, because it obviously didn't work out very well. I know it's Adult Gohan, but you don't really want to be losing that much. Like an 80k margin is an 80k margin. You probably want to be winning from that position, right? So it's difficult, but I also wouldn't say it's all over for Namek, because again, how many teams are on 3 and 7 that could still make playoffs? It's one of those things. I'm sure they can get into a sort of rhythm and make playoffs if they make some tweaks. So,
Namek though, next season, and I'm not saying this because of bias, I'm being genuine. You guys have been trotting out a lot of the same characters, and I completely understand that it is hard for your characters to get on others' master lists and for you to get new ones. I will say, changing up 1 or 2 might not be the worst. Maybe a King Piccolo moves. Maybe Nuova moves. I don't know. Maybe Late Piccolo if you want to get crazy. I don't know.
also,
all I'm saying is, some new blood.
Also, what I will say is, there is a potential. I don't know if they'll do it, but if Nuova's had a really rough season, I don't know how they would do it, but there is Tambourine, a very consistent character, waiting there in the background if they want to use him. So
yeah,
there is that option for Namek if they want to go that route, but I'm not sure whether they will. Is that everything we have to?
Shout out, Budokai.
Oh,
shout out Budokai. Good one.
It was.
Yeah,
very
I'm ready
good
to move on.
Budokai, yeah. Right. Moving on to match number 5, which is Buu Saga versus our Resurrected Warriors, the 2nd divisional of the week, and Buu Saga continue to win. So anyway, let's go on to the next match. No.
Yeah, we're done. We're done.
It's the same old. Water is wet.
They lost to Derp. That's so crazy.
It is.
They lost to Derp. They could be 10-0 right now.
It's crazy. It is crazy. Although, to be honest with you, this match was probably a lot closer than what you would believe by the end of the match. Like, the whole thing was such a big back and forth that by the time you got to the last character, I kind of feel like Kid Buu did eke it out and make it look cleaner than what it was, but RW could have easily won this match, like easily. Yeah, to start with, we had Evil Buu against Marju, so bit of a grudge match. Marju returning to kind of his former team, although not really because they've changed now. But Evil Buu just stomps him and says, "No, thank you. No revenge for you, not today." Marju just tagged, but I think when he comes back in, he doesn't really do all too much, from what I remember. And also, I will want to say 18 stats this week are going to look good on paper, but oh my god, is it the most inflated set of stats you'll ever see in your life?
Thank you.
Because
yes, stat pattern.
she did 30,000 to Majin Buu. That's all she did. But because she hit Majin Buu with an ult when he was on like 5,000, she's going to have like a 50k average, even though she didn't actually have 50,000 average. It's like the most stat padded thing that you'll ever see.
Unlike her brother, he doesn't stat pad.
17 has never stat padded in his life ever.
Never in his life, bro.
Never in his life. Yeah, I mean this match was basically a tale of Kid Buu being like super ultra clutch, because at the end there was 3 characters left on RW and he basically just said nope and killed all of them. So yeah.
This match is so interesting because when I look back and I watch it, I don't even know the stats. I can't even tell you the stats. But when I watch it, I felt like every Buu character, and this is not true at all. I know it's not true. But I felt like every Buu character, it felt like they did like 50k plus. But every RW character were like, they did like bits of damage and then they tag and they come back in and do bits of damage and they tag.
Yeah.
And every Buu character, it felt like when they hit the field, it was just like, boom, 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 you're dead, you're dead. It was crazy. And by the end of it, like, Kid Buu, all he had to do was just clean up like a couple guys that were just like in the red because they tag so much. And, you know, that's Kid Buu. He can do that.
Yeah. Yeah, he can. I also feel like, well, I say I feel like, I didn't, when I was looking at like the match again, Buu Saga didn't tag. RW tagged twice, and Buu Saga, even despite the tags trying to get a tag advantage, they just were like, nope. And they just clutched through and just cleaned through.
They just brute forced their way, like, we have bigger attacks and you're dead now. Like, that's just what it felt like.
And
every time one of their characters hit the field.
And that boost came into big effect, that closeout special on Kid Buu, because it really did maximise his damage. I think Kid Buu, from what I remember, he killed Magia and Yamcha were low, but then he had full Tapion, and there was a massive controversy because, and I remember this in general chat at the time as well. He hit his ult, but like Tapion fired a Brave Slash, and he should have been hit by the slash, but he didn't, and the ult ended up hitting Tapion, but everyone thought the slash attack was going to hit him.
This happened twice this week.
Yeah.
Both ultimate attacks. And I'll just say this. I think we can say that ultimates just have like priority and or invincibility. Like you just, when someone's doing an ult after a wild sense, you're just not getting out of it. I think that's just the prevailing thing now, because I've seen it happen twice this week, and it's pretty nuts.
Yeah, it's been crazy. Because we've also seen it, I think a lot of the time we see it the other way around, where someone just gets stunned out of an ult, and
yeah,
we're just so surprised to seeing the ult just be like, nope, I'm going to consume.
But the crazy thing is they both teleported and then ulted, and that's what was the key. That was the crazy part to me. But yeah, Tapion fumbled the bag though either way, because they were even. And Tapion, I'm not saying he beats Kid Buu every time, but like, bro,
he should be putting up.
Come
more
on,
of it. He did seem to get kind of embarrassed.
You let Kid Buu walk over you, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it was bad.
Not the greatest from Tapion. Overall, I mean, there's not really too much to say on Buu Saga other than well done again. Continuing to be beastly.
They're confirmed for playoffs.
Confirmed for playoffs.
Good job.
Well done on that one. I can't wait to beat you in week 13 or whatever it is, but you know.
Right after we beat them in week like 12, I think. So
yeah, we'll have to take a couple of L's every now and then. So
yeah,
I can't
bring them back down to earth.
Yeah, exactly. Got a bit of a reality check on the way, but other than that, yeah, no, very good. And RW, I mean, they've been for me one of the surprise stories of the season, in the sense that I think a lot of people thought they might struggle, but they've been really good. Like Marjube in 18 especially 18. I know this week she wasn't that good, but like this season she has been a menace, and I can speak to that myself because she kind of roughed up my team a little bit. She's strong, like really strong. And then Yamcha, Tien, Tapion, they're all like doing their thing. They've been good this season. Any final remarks?
Waiting for them to drop. Waiting for RW to drop Ader. That's all I'm waiting for.
Oh, I bet you are, yeah.
That's all I'm praying for, bro. Drop Ader for me. He's so trash.
He's
He's so bad.
He's awful.
He's ass, bro. Then I can commit the biggest sin and drop Super 17 and have the better Android with the better 4
Oh my god.
God.
Sweet. Are we ready to get moving
Speaking
on?
of Androids.
That's number 6, your favourite. Well, probably least favourite, but oh well. Do you know what? I'll let you talk about this one, wax lyrically, because, you know,
All
it's
right.
your match, so...
I talked to Kaiju. It was a good match. And I talked to Kaiju's coach. I congratulated him. You know, we're buds. No shade to Kaiju. You guys are a very strong team. We both know that. Now, we have knocked you out in both playoffs previous, and that's fine. This is your revenge. Your revenge on us. You beat us in the regular season. You know how it is. I am gonna cope a little bit. Everybody on our team besides 17, in my opinion, underperformed. What are you saying? How did Tao underperform? He fought Bardock. I get it. You fought Bardock. He's the least on my list, okay? He tried his best. He went even a couple rounds, but Bardock. He's really good. Cell, buddy. Listen, I get it. Bardock's good. You're Cell, bro. What? I watched you for years in different forms swag on Kaiju so badly. I saw you break them every year. And now Bardock's just beating you? I don't get it. And yeah, he beat Scouter, but come on, bro. That was... Get out of here, so. Super 17. Tisk. Oob. Come on, bro. He's a rookie. He's never been in the league. Ugh, this is so disgusting. And then you have Based 17. Honestly, I'm not even going to say it. They're not ready for that one. I was going to say he's the best Android, but I'll say second best for now. He's kind of a clutch god. He's kind of like that. This time, he couldn't do it all. He couldn't go elite, you know? He tried his hardest, though. 16k B2 combo. I don't know who else can do that.
Freezer on 2 Nova Strike, maybe. If he ever hit it, he wouldn't have the key.
I don't know anybody else who can hit Great Balls of Fire for 16k. I don't know anybody else who can do that in the league.
Yeah, no, you are right. Like, consistently as well, definitely. Because that charge rate, he is a beast.
I'm fully expecting him to be banned from key control. I'm ready for it. I've been waiting. I'm fine with it. I've accepted it into my life. But yeah, congrats to Kaiju. You did your thing. Or should I say Bardock and Slug? They did their thing. Those are the two carries, to be honest.
Oob did quite well, didn't he?
Yes, embarrassingly to us, he did quite well, yes.
Mainly you just say everyone but Scouter.
Scouter sucked, bro. He should have. But listen, they did good, and it was in half a bar, and 17 carried us, and that's just the facts of the matter. Now your unbiased opinion, maybe not unbiased opinion. How did you feel about this match?
I honestly felt that it went a lot different than I expected. I thought you guys would win just because, and this might just be like an in my head thing, but I always just think Androids versus Kaiju, Cell versus Kaiju, Cell destroys Kaiju, and that's pretty much what goes through my head.
Yeah.
So,
bro, God.
So that's what went through my head.
Really bad, though.
They were. I think like all of Kaiju has PTSD over those matches. Like, not gonna lie. But yeah, so that was what was running through my head. But when Bardock obviously was going against Cyborg Tao, and I always thought, well, I thought this season Bardock would just beat Cyborg Tao quite easily. So when Cyborg Tao was going even against him, I thought, okay, this probably will go in Android's favour. But then Bardock just decided, nope, I'm going to show up and really just rip through Cell. That's when I was kind of thinking, okay, maybe this is a bit different now because Cell isn't just destroying Kaiju anymore. Like, what's going on? Yeah, I mean, for me, definitely Bardock, big carry for Kaiju. Oob did well, but for me, a surprising little, just, I don't know, a star of the match was Slug, because as much as 17 did really well, Slug, like, did do a number.
He kept up with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he kept up with him.
And you don't really, I don't really expect that from Slug when he doesn't transform. Like, he didn't even transform. He didn't have time. So I didn't expect that at all. So that was good on their part. Definitely for me, 17 was your best character. Like, I know that it was probably frustrating at the end because he didn't manage to pull it over the line, but my god, he did a number to get it back to that point. Like, he
was really
absolutely carried that match for you guys at the end. Yeah, I think Super 17 and Tao were definitely the worst for you guys, but Tao, you can give him benefit of the doubt going against Bardock. So.
Also, I want to shit on Cell a little more. Bro, you didn't even take out Scouter. You had 17. 17 took out almost, I think he took out all their characters. I'm not even going to lie. I'm 99% sure he took out every single one of their characters.
Yep,
That's
he did.
Bro.
I think
That's embarrassing.
Yeah, he
bro.
did. He did.
He basically had to solo their fucking squad. Are you kidding me?
Oh,
That's crazy.
Hilarious. That is. Yeah.
So Donut, if you're listening, do not 17 soloed. Cause no, Super 17 killed Slug, but I'm not even counting that. That was 17.
It's still 17.
17. That's crazy.
What did you say, Tosh?
Hey, no.
Producer Tosh?
Super 17 trash.
There we go.
He is.
Analysis.
I can't wait to drop him.
Tosh.
He's not trash. He's not trash. He's better than like Jiro on paper, but Jiro's better in my heart.
And mine. I'm coping. But yeah.
Hey, and TOP, Jiro can't be stopped, bro.
TOP Jiro is king. He kills Jiren on the daily, so.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that was crazy. But yeah, I mean, I feel like this was like, is this the first time Kaiju's beating you in the?
Oh no, they beaten us.
League?
In like 2020, in the regular season, they beat us a couple times. I think 2021 and 2020 they beat us. Right. But playoffs, they've never beaten us. But regular season, they've beaten us a couple times.
Oh, okay. It's just I just remember all the PTSD from Kaiju spoilers, so I take it that it's just the first time.
It's really just been playoffs. That's the crazy part. Like, yeah.
Crazy.
We've been in the same Kai for a couple times. Yeah, that's crazy.
Madness. Anyway, if you got all your coping out your system, you ready to move on?
Oh yeah, I'm ready to shit on another Android coming up because I think people have been gassing him up a little too much. Gassing up.
Alright, match number 7, we have Derp versus Royals. I can only assume the android you're on about is Metacooler. That's the only android here that's being gassed up, surely.
Baby, we're talking about Baby right now.
Yeah,
so.
Baby, he's getting gassed up way too much. He ain't no Super Baby 1. He's just regular Baby.
Exactly.
Yeah, we had 19, your favourite character of all time, going against King Vegeta. And I'll be honest, I'm actually about to jump on the gas train a little bit. Don't kill me just yet. Right. He was doing quite well before the transformation, and it's the same thing with Jiro just Jiro and 19. If they go against an ape, it's not going to go well for them. At that point, it's all gone wrong. It's all over. The case is like said and done. They've lost. They've lost at that point. They can't really do much. But before that point, I thought 19 was doing quite well against King Vegeta, who's known to be like quite a solid, strong character. So I felt like that build could work for 19. That's what I would say.
Okay.
Do you agree or do you disagree with that statement?
Oh, I think this is his ceiling, but we'll talk about it.
Okay, in this match, Derp didn't tag at all, and Royals tagged 3 times, so I felt like that was somewhat pivotal in the final outcome. No tags is kind of rough. I will say King Vegeta is probably the best player of this match, just simply because that power body was so oppressive against, like, obviously 19 and then later Hercule, where he couldn't do, like, if he launched a present bomb, that was the only thing he could do. Like, every other attack that he would do was just nope. And he didn't launch a present bomb.
Herc this season is just getting like R.I.P. Bozo'd every week, bro. It's getting embarrassing. I feel bad for Herc.
I feel bad. It's the same thing with Broly though, because you expect both these characters to be like mass damage, spam characters, and they're just not spamming. They're not spamming anything.
I don't know.
It's weird, and they've tried changing his build. They've tried changing his AI. They've tried changing everything. It doesn't seem to just be working. But yeah. You have any thoughts on this match, Anthony?
Shout out Royals. You got, I'm looking at Metacooler with some eyes. Not too big, but I'm looking. I'm side-eyeing him. I'm liking what I see a little bit. He's not Jiro, but I'm looking at him.
Yeah, no one's Jiro. Like, no one can compare to Jiro.
So, my 19 diatribe, and I'm sorry, Derp, that you had to be the ones to do it, and you had to be the ones to go 1-9. And, good to you. 19. To use an analogy, 19 is a lazy child, okay? 19, he gets C's in school. He barely tries. He gets D's and F's. He barely tries. He sits around. He's on his computer all day. You don't even know what he's doing on there, but he's on there. And, you hear him scream sometimes, and you just ignore it. But one day, he took out the trash all by himself. No one had to tell him. That was today. He took out the trash. He did 30K. And suddenly, oh my God, 19! He did so good! What? If only that darn Vegeta didn't transform. 30K? Oh my God, 19, you're so special. He's not. Lil bro did 30K.
He did 40K. He did 39.
Lil bro did the bare minimum. What? And listen, if this weren't my character, if I didn't have to use him next season because I'm roster locked, if I didn't have to test him every season besides this one, I wouldn't be shitting on him this hard. But I know this guy, okay? Don't let him fool you. He's not good.
You do
he
realize
never will be.
What do you want to retract any of this statement, Anthony? Because you do realise you're putting off people in the future if they want to take him off your hands.
Only night. He can only go to Derp. He can only go to Derp. And
Is
as you see,
Derp?
With him, it's only Derp. And with him, they're 1-9. So I don't think I'm putting off anybody. They know what they did. Thank you for Chow. He didn't really help us, but thank you.
You have to hope that either Aita or Jiro gets dropped so you can take him. Hopefully Jiro.
Well, I can't have Super 17 and Ader on the same team, so that's an issue. But if Jiro gets dropped...
By 19. Oh dear.
That's for another day.
Yeah.
As for the rest of them, I mean, it's Royals. It was sad because King Vegeta kind of bullied them because he just was ape. Dodoria did good.
Yeah, Dodoria did a lot better than I thought he would be, whichever one you want to say.
Yeah.
I suppose she, most fertile woman in the universe.
Well, yeah, I just want to get off my 19 diatribe about how he's kind of getting gassed. I seen it was just crazy to me. I felt like I was going crazy because I seen Donut on one hand just trashing 17, but then 19, who did the bare minimum, It blew my mind, dude. I was going crazy.
I do think we have to give it time and see what 19 does against like not power body, because I do think that
next week, bro, he's gonna do 20K and people are gonna be like, oh, I don't know what happened. We knew what happened, dog.
Let's give it time, Anthony. Let the cope set in.
All right.
Let the cope set in.
Eventually,
Eventually, maybe you're proven right. Maybe 19 is that, and that's what happens. But let's give it time. Because I also think Herc isn't as bad as he looks at the moment, but he looks not very good at all.
Yeah.
What I will say is Ginyu did fairly well against Mercooler. He was trying at least. He was against a character that's quite good. I mean, really consistent 45 plus K character in Mercooler. He was keeping his own, and he looked a lot better, in my opinion, than he has done, Ginyu. So that's good. Happy for Derp on that. I just hope that they can sort things out. I know they're in testing mode, so I know that they don't really expect to get into playoffs. I hope they can sort things out for next season and start getting things jigged together. But yeah. Well done, Royals. But yeah. Any final remarks? Or are you good?
Royals are gonna lose next week, and we're gonna jump them, so it's gonna be fine. We'll be okay.
Royals lose with Deborah and Margin Vegeta in.
Yeah. Hybrids built different, bro. Hybrids are built different. I know my boys.
To be fair, hybrids are very scary. So, right.
Yeah. Last match.
8, the last match. We have Rugrats versus GT, and this was a weird match in many ways, because there was a lot of strange things that happened in the match. I mean, we'll get into it, but we had Goten versus Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta to start with, both heavy hitters, and it was really even, to be honest. It literally ended up being Super Saiyan 4 won by like a couple of thousand health points, and then tagged out immediately as Cell Jr. came in to just escape.
If Goten didn't ult though, it would have been looking bad.
Goten, the ult from Goten definitely brought it back massively. But yeah, so Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta tags out, and I'm not gonna lie, that tag was probably the most clutch tag of all this week, because when he came back in, boy, did he rip through GT Goku. Like I think he did about 30,000 odd, maybe more to GT Goku. That was rough. It was rough from a Rugrats perspective, 100%. And the other character,
didn't even get to see the goat.
Yeah, the goat.
Jiro
didn't even come in. He did come in.
Did he?
He did. He came in at the very end. His stats were.
I didn't see that.
Everything I talk about with this man apparently goes in one ear, goes out the other.
Listen, but here's the thing, Tosh. It went against my Jiro propaganda, because Jiro's stats are even more ruined now. Yeah. Don't worry, listen.
The worst part is I think Jiro's had this happen twice now, where he's come in and had to do an I-beam to kill someone, and his stats have just been absolutely tanked because of it.
And you know what, Tosh? I did listen to you, because I did feel bad when GT Goku did get that. He got the wall just hurt him, man. That was...
The Janemba loops apparently applies to Vegeta.
Apparently so.
The grab loops.
Those rush blasts as well, I remember him firing off some of them, and it was like, oh my god, like, you don't need any rush blast boost. You can just, destroy people, clean house with nothing but attack. So, yeah, that was terrifying for Vegeta. I mean, the other, big shout-out, I guess, I want to give is, Sin / Omega Shenron. He did very well in this match, and I mean, he was a monster. He did also cheese it against O'Reilly, another controversial thing that happened this week, where O'Reilly hit a ping and then somehow he dodged, but then
he dodged,
but then the ping she tracked towards him, and then he ulted, he did the quick fire ult and stopped just before O'Reilly could hit him. Like, it was
All I'm saying
weird.
is, if we test it, I think Nova Strike would have hit, but Aureli's ping just doesn't have the same shit as Nova Strike. But I could be wrong, because I just seen Kid Buu do it earlier, so I don't know.
I don't
It's
think
weird.
it would have. I don't think it would have hit, because I think it was just a case of, like, how far back Aureli was. Like, I feel like somehow, I don't know how this worked, but he managed to fire it up before she hit him. That was literally what it was.
Also did that thing where they do the move so fast, like it's like they quick fire it, where the text doesn't even pop up.
Yeah,
that happens sometimes.
that usually happens when they dodge and then fire, because it's like a quick fire.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
Maybe.
What was you gonna say?
I'll say maybe that's a property of it. Like you just get some invincibility frames. I don't know.
Maybe. It was definitely a strange one, because you didn't really see, like, and it's weird that happened twice this week with the quickfire ults, but yeah, and like you said earlier, Jiro's stats were ruined when he had to come in the end, but it was good from Super Saiyan 4 and
Roshi
Sin, to be fair. Roshi just didn't even hit the field. Roshi got his stats saved. Mercifully, his stats were saved, so...
Can I ask our producer something?
Maybe.
How did it feel to have the best android just punish you with bionic punishment?
From the chat.
He punished. He
don't
punished
care.
his grandchild. He said, "Sonny,
Is about to
bionic
go by
punisher." Phew.
All right, there we go.
Our producer
And
has
he's
stepped
back.
in. Our producer's...
Anthony.
Uh-oh. Producer power goes wrong. Anthony is gone.
I will be here until Anthony comes back.
Okay. Well, yeah, it was a rough match. I mean,
No, it was.
do you wanna? Is there any, I don't know, insight that you wanna give? Do you feel, obviously it's hard when this sort of match happens, but do you feel like, because I know you're 2-8, but you still have an easy way of, well, not easy way, but you still have an easy chance to get into playoffs, right? So, do you, obviously, not feel, I don't know how to put it. Do you feel like you've still got a chance going into these next few weeks, or are you going into testing mode a bit like Derp?
No. No, I'm not going into testing mode, because despite the record, if we can still make it, we can still make it. And then if we can still do well, like, the thing is that, like, some of the muscle and everything, where muscle is more of a 5-man team, like, they can still do great as a 4-man, but if 5-man, that's where they shine. I feel like if maybe in a sense, maybe our characters may work better in a 5-man, potentially. Because in that way, we have everyone that is in. Like, we have everyone in. And we may change things around. I'm not too sure. I haven't even talked to my team yet regarding regarding what we want to do. But I've talked to a couple people, and I think, of course, you know, a couple of the builds that I was thinking about beforehand. So we may change things around in order to like, you know, help that out.
I think I know a certain change it will make. I'm not going to divulge on the cast, but I do have a feeling that there's a change. We can talk off air about that. Is Anthony back?
I don't think so. I broke Anthony.
No. Well, we'll continue on.
There,
And
Anthony.
We'll try.
Hello?
Oh, here he is. He's back.
I broke Anthony. See, that's the power. That's the power I have.
He didn't break nothing, because the king of Copium rained down upon thee, Dr. Jiro. Hey, Xmat, in next TOP, they better not put us together again, bro. They better not.
will be coming back again.
Don't let us have it again, bro.
Bro, they ain't ready.
I might rewatch our run. I'm not gonna lie.
Got to.
I will say though that because I don't particularly care if people know, because it may end up coming out. Like, but like, one idea is, like, you know, Aureli switching back to her old build, attack 1, something like that, or Ichigo who may be on defense. or change that up. Who knows?
I think O'Reilly is what I personally thought might be changing because she didn't seem to do so hot this week. But yeah. Do you have any thoughts, Anthony, on the match? Because you kind of like have been evaporated.
You know, I was gonna give Tosh and Rugrats some props, but you know what? The right team won. GT won.
Okay.
They did what they were supposed to do. Yeah, you kicked me, bro. You kicked me, bro. You abused your power. You abused your power. This is what happens.
No abuse here.
Alright, shall we get moving on?
Yeah. Let's go.
Let's have a look at a quick little glance at the tier list. Anything sticking out to any of you guys? Other than, Bardock being at the top, and then, second, tier, and then up the top again. And
love Fiora. Don't like how my characters are placed on the list. Not gonna lie, but
that's not Fiora's fault, bro.
You can do a little Android favor. I don't know. Fudge the numbers a little bit, I guess. I don't know.
Fudge the numbers. Oh dear. Where is 17? Look for 17. Where is he? I mean, see, look, look at what he did. 60 to 65k this week.
He should have been in the elite. He should have been. We're in front of Bardock, to be honest. Been in front of Bardock. The further we go into the cast, the more I'm coping, dude. Can't stop it. I was cordial at first.
Yeah, cordial. Yeah.
Look at who's up there. Nam. Look at him.
Yeah, Nam did. He did 85k based off of what is the actual stats, if I recall, like how we do it for the main league. But I don't know what Fiora may have done if it was 85k or if he had any overkill.
Well, that's crazy to me though. Absolutely mad. Yeah. And it's nice to see Muscle Trunks up there after all the bad weeks he's had.
Yeah, Ansing. A lot of big boys up at the top. Big boys up
boys.
Big boys.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, down the bottom, obviously, you don't expect to see Herc down there, or O'Reilly, or Krillin even, who's been really good this season. So there's a lot down the bottom there. I
do have one thing, bro. It makes me want to throw up to see Cell right next to 19. Like, that's actually despicable. That should never happen, bro. That's actually disgusting. Like, Jesus Christ.
Get used to it.
That's so bad.
In fact, soon Cell will be beneath 19.
At that point, I'm never using Perfect Cell ever again. I can't. It's too late. He's worse than Imperfect. If he's getting below 19, he's worse than Imperfect, dude.
Watch it happen when you have Super Perfect on the field. He's below that.
Super Perfect was the best in the league last time I checked. He was in, so
yeah.
I don't know.
Frieza would still destroy him. Let's not lie. The new top of the league would still destroy him.
Oh, Super Perfect. Little hand check. Come on, bro. I miss that guy. That was my guy.
Your boy.
That was my boy.
Aw, Anthony's feeling reminiscent and sad.
Last season was good.
Props on Cell Jr. though, as well, by the way, Tosh. 55,000. He did well.
Yeah, you know. I'm happy. Like I said, he's done well. Like, this is his old build that we had last season that we ran him off. So,
I don't know how he got above Kid Buu.
That he did decently well with it, so.
That's kind of crazy. Majin and Kid Buu below Cell Jr. That's kind of crazy, Fiora.
As if it's Fiora's fault.
That's kind of crazy. I'm blaming Fiora now. That's the new thing. Fiora.
I'm gonna be fair though. Kid Buu came in last, and he didn't have much to work with. Yeah. I guess at the end of the day.
That's still kind of crazy. I don't know. Oob is hanging out with these gods. I'm sorry. Let's go to predictions.
Where's Oob?
He's right in between Kid Buu and Majin Vegeta. Like, what? What?
One of these things is not like the other.
God.
Oh, God. Yeah, let's get moving on to predictions. Rugrats, my favourite part of the week.
Yep. We don't need Tosh's answers. It could just be us two.
Whoa! I think producer Tosh might have something to say about that, to be honest with you.
Listen,
this
bro.
Episode we may be missing a week of Capsule Cast.
Hey. Copium for life, bro. Alright? You weren't in the trenches. You weren't there.
You weren't there.
You weren't in the factory.
The coke factory.
In the lab cooking.
Oh my god. Right, match 1. We have Sentai versus Budokai. I don't know the benches for. I don't know if anyone can pull the stats spreadsheet up and do the benches and investigate what's going on. But
just going off my gut.
Going off my gut.
For Budokai, and Goku just had his first bench. So he's in. And for Sentai, Jiren had his last bench. Yesterday. So.
I am gonna unfortunately have to go with Sentai, and not in like I don't want Sentai to win, but I feel the way it's gonna go is gonna be a bit bad for Budokai in the sense like I think early Piccolo unfortunately is gonna continue to go on a downward spiral like he has been, and I just think that. Considering how close it was against Namek, and now Jiren's coming in, and we saw what Raccoon did last week, and Berta, I think a couple of tweaks from Sentai, I just think they're onto a win. So I'm going to go with Sentai. Anthony?
I respect Big Jiren, and I think Jiren, he just, his team just took an L. He's coming back fiery. I'm giving it to Sentai.
Sweet. Tosh?
Budokai. More so I want.
You want Budokai to win? Yeah, I get that. That's fair.
Alright.
Right, so that's 2-1 to Sentai. Moving on to match 2, we have Cinema versus Derp. This is a tough one in a way, but I am going to go with Cinema because they have more to fight for. Derp's doing a lot of testing, and I think that will obviously see through, and I think Cinema will probably win.
Turles was benched for them, and for Derp, Solzo just had his last bench. So.
Tosh, what are you thinking?
I don't want either of them to win.
Hater.
Because
Hater.
if I lose, Derp ties with me. And if I win, then Derp. If I win, Derp. That's who I want to win. But yeah, I see Cinema probably winning, and everything, because Derp is intestinal, like how you said. But we never know. Their testing may pull themselves a win. So, but I'll give it to Cinema.
Okay, Anthony?
I don't want Destiny to be truly mind-broken. I don't want him to fall too deep into the Shadow Realm, so I need Cinema to win to help my buddy. So, Cinema, you gotta win.
Okay, so that's what, 3-0 Cinema? Okay, 3-0 Cinema. Moving on to match number 3, we have Buu Saga versus GT. I'm going to just go right out from the gate. GT were really impressive against you guys, Tosh, and they did well, but I think Buu Saga are going to win because it's Buu Saga, and they've just been so consistently on a tear lately. I don't see GT getting the win, unfortunately. So I'm gonna.
Vegeta coming back in. I can see that.
Wait, who's coming back in?
Baby Vegeta.
But who's coming back in for Buu, though?
Buu Saga.
Buuhan, isn't it?
Buuhan, yeah.
Let me.
Baby Vegeta's at a 63k average.
This is true.
Buuhan is only at a 45k.
45k is still very good.
like Sin Shinron has no more benches that he needs, and if he performs like how he did last week, they can easily just bench Roshi or Jiro, give Jiro his last bench, and then they'll be good. Probably Jiro, because since he's the weakest at his 27k average.
Although you've got to factor in he has had, I swear, at least 2 cleanups, even with this. I feel like it could be 3 cleanups even with this week. So Jiro maybe is a bit deflated in his stats, but yeah, I get what you mean. He could be out. I don't know. I just think Buu Saga is so strong. But Anthony, what you thinking?
You both got caught in my genjutsu. That's insane how that just happened. You both said bench Jiro against the team that he's going to perform his best on. This is the Jiro Elite Week. These bubblegum bros, these bubblegum bros have not had a real challenge yet. They've been going through teams without any real threats. This week, they got big Jiro, big Suck, big Copium King coming at him. It's an automatic L. Come on, bro.
To be fair, all their team has Kamehamehas, and they all will like easily be sucked up by Jiro.
He's gonna, brother. He's going to feast. All right, these boys do not have a shot. I'm sorry, Buu Saga. This is gonna be your second L, and you're gonna learn that when you play with the king, you best aim for the head, cause Jiro, he's coming, and he's gonna Thanos you. That's all I'll say. Shout out GT.
Oh god, so you're both voting for GE, right? So that's
yes, sir.
Buu Saga 1. What are you saying, Tosh?
Yeah, but not for his reasons.
Not for his reasons.
I'm completely still on the I hate Jiro and everything club, you know, from being old.
Hey, bro. Is it because he just handed you that L?
He did nothing.
I seen him get the kill. I seen him get the kill. If he was he would have got the win screen.
5K. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
He had to do less than 5K. So
that's because he coached his teammates so much that he's just the cherry on top, bro.
It was big brain Jiro plays to let everyone else do the damage.
Yeah,
okay, so that's Buu Saga 1 GT2, but I think it'll be quite close to be honest. Right, so we have match 4, Androuds versus Cold. I'm going to be biased and say Cold. Anthony's probably going to be biased and say Androuds, I'm going to guess.
Of course. And Tosh is going to hate.
Tosh is going to say
I know
Cold.
him.
Yes, Tosh, we love it.
I know he's going to hate. He came in here with hatred in his heart.
It's not just because of that. That is a factor.
Bro, see what I'm talking about?
That's not the main factor. You literally just had what is it? 100% form Frieza and Cooler just did to Cinema, and you guys just have 17 right now.
Okay, listen. I love Destiny. We are not Cinema. Please stop. I know we had a bad week. We are not Cinema. We are very good.
Also,
and that's no shade. I love you, Destiny. But brother, I don't know how Cold's gonna handle it. I'm rooting for him. I don't want him to get stuck in the fucking Millennium Puzzle, okay? He's already halfway there.
Also, I will say that not only Cooler and Frieza, but Tao has been looking on the up lately, which is happy.
Tao had lately. It felt like he was always like that. At least when I went against y'all.
He was good.
His Godan race span was just too much for whatever reason. Especially.
He got a new Tao build though, and he's really gonna whoop your ass.
Oh, okay. He's Tao versus Tao action. Yeah.
I'm getting in my bag on this one, bro. Yeah,
Toshi's been good like earlier in the season, but now he's like seems like on another level since we've moved his stuff around on his build. Which is kind of good. I'm happy where he is. So, yeah. So what? That's 2-1 Cold. No bias from my part. No bias from Anthony's part, and no bias from Tosh's part. So complete unbiased opinions. Moving on to match 5, we have Kaiju versus Namek. I'm gonna go with my head on this one and say Kaiju because how many Bardock benches do they have to do? Actually,
You said Kaiju?
yeah.
Kaiju has only one Bardock bench. They need to bench him 2 more times.
Ooh. What about Namek? Have they benched late Piccolo?
Namek. I think they did their benches.
I think they did.
Oh,
Didn't they?
late pick. No, well, he has 2 benches. Hold on, actually, I don't know. Late Piccolo was in. I think King Piccolo was benched for Namek last week, or I mean this yesterday.
Yeah, he was.
Whatever.
Yes.
Okay. So King Piccolo, because Ryan, I guess he didn't update the bench for them. But yeah, King Piccolo's coming in. Late Piccolo already has 2 benches. So
I've changed my mind now. Then I'm gonna go with Namek because I feel like Bardock will be benched this week, and then if Late Piccolo, assuming Late Piccolo is in, because I feel like they might not bench him until I don't know week 15 or something. Then Late Piccolo is just so clutch. Obviously, King Piccolo's actually been good this season, which has been weird. And then I feel like Nail, they can figure some stuff out with him. Nuova obviously has been a bit of a problem child, but maybe they can figure something out with him. Or maybe, you never know, maybe they bring in, isn't it the free agent? It's the free agent swap this week, isn't it? Is it week 11?
Yes, free agent swap this week.
So it could be Tambourine's time to shine, you never know. So I'm going to go with Namek.
I doubt that.
I doubt it too, but I'm coping. I don't know why he hates it. I love my little boy Tambourine.
I'm going Kaiju. I like my Kaiju boys.
Kaiju can just say, nah, we're not benching Bardock this week. They also have, people have the option of doing the double bench, so they don't have to follow the exact rules of, conventional benching. So, yeah.
So is that you going for Kaiju as well, Tosh?
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay. Why unfortunately?
They're in like high.
Yeah, but surely you want Namek to lose more because of where position they're in.
Yes, that too. I didn't even think about that.
Tosh is just a hater, bro. You can't put logic to that.
This season has rubbed me the wrong way. Okay, can you blame me?
He hates every team. I'm telling you,
bro, have you ever seen that meme where it's like bro gets up early just to have an extra hour of hating? That's Tosh.
Yes, like that's Tosh, bro.
He's getting up early to have some extra hating hours.
Rise and the hating never stops, bro.
The hating never stops. I never showed this hate before.
That should be your next TOP name. Hater.
That's a great name. Hating never stops, right?
Wow.
Hate never stops.
So that's 2-1 to Kaiju. On to match number 6. We have Hybrids versus Royals, the second divisional of the week.
Yeah.
It doesn't, like, I could have a biased head on here and be like, which team do I want to win more? But it doesn't really matter to me because either way it potentially puts me in the same position. So it's like, I don't really care on that aspect. So actually unbiased this time. This is a tough match, you know.
Yeah, they're both good.
I'm gonna go with Royals because I'm a Copa. I'm a King Copa, and they've got Demon King Cope on their team. And he's been pretty good this season. They also have Majin Vegeta, who's been pretty good this season, and Metacooler, who's been pretty good this season. And the team's just good. Hybrids obviously have the same thing with Ultimate Gohan Teen and Future, but I don't know. Sword Trunks hasn't been too fantastic from what I remember this season, so I'm gonna lean towards Royals, but I could see it going either way. It's like a coin toss to me.
Also keep in mind, Majin Vegeta only has one bench.
Ooh.
Too, so that is something to keep in mind.
I felt they can't not bench
this with Kaiju, so they don't have to bench him, but it's still something to take into account.
Okay. What are your thoughts, Tosh? What are you thinking?
In Hybrids, just so Future Gohan only has one bench as well.
Ooh.
I was gonna go Hybrid originally because you have old Gohan yeah, Future Trunks is not performing that well, and they have Goldo. Goldo's probably going to take the bench, to be honest.
Yeah, I would think so.
What is it? I was going to say Hybrids because Future actually did extremely well for them last night.
Yep.
I can still give it to Hybrids. I'll still give it to Hybrids.
Do you know what it is? I will caveat this in here, and this might actually convince you even more to go with Hybrids. Hybrids have not lost a divisional this season. They've won both of their divisionals. That's a little caveat.
Yeah.
Also,
it's interesting.
Boost that they will do. Actually, for both are divisionals.
There is that. There is boosts. That's always interesting. I didn't even check the Zenny. I know Androids, you guys have like what? From what I remember last time I checked, what, 11 Zenny or something? You have a lot.
I'm even looking at boosts, bro.
I feel
we'll
like
see.
Androids have 9 Zenny.
Yeah.
I
know we have 5. So.
Yeah. Yes, you have 5.
I don't know what Hybrids and Royals have, but
Hybrids have 10. Royals have 14.
Ooh, yeah, that seals me for Royals even more. But Anthony, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking Hybrids. I like their chances. I like Teen. I like Ultimate. They're just solid, and I think they're on the upswing.
Fair. All right. Okay, so that's 2 on to Hybrids. On to match number 7, we have RW versus Muscle. I am surprisingly, considering how rough they've been this season, how good RW have been, I think I'm probably going to go Muscle. What are the benches like, Tosh?
13 has all his benches, so he's coming back in. Trunks only has 1 bench. King Cold only has 1 bench. And of course Rolly has 2. And then what was the other team? RW. RW has 2 benches for everyone on the board. TN is coming back in for them.
Oh, so RW could literally bench anyone.
Yep.
Muscle, did you say Bojack? All his benches done as well then?
For Muscle, Bojack and 13 both have their benches done.
Okay.
Broly's at 2.
So, the Broly thing is a big thing if they can get him fixed. But I am actually going to go with Muscle because regardless of if they bench Trunks or King Cold, both were like quite good last week. They have 13 coming in, who we all know 13 is like just such a huge carry in a lot of their matches. And then you have Bojack, who's doing really well this season. So I think I'm going to go with Muscle, surprisingly. But Anthony, what are you thinking?
I'm going Muscle. 13. He's a dog. He's gonna.
13 show.
He's a 13. He's a beast, bro. I'm going big 13.
Bro. He's gonna teach 17 how to do it, isn't he? Isn't he, Anthony?
17's better. I'm saying it. 17's better than 13. It's just the truth.
Oh, the cope. I had to put a little bit of cope in there.
I ain't never seen 13 do what 17 did. I don't know.
Tosh?
I'm gonna go Muscle, and mainly because while RW tends to have like a lot of staying power for the most part, I feel like Muscle has a lot more offensive power than them and will just tear them down. Yeah. Especially if I don't think TN's on defense though, so that defensive thing, what is it? Statement I just said probably goes off the window, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that's 3-0 Muscle, but I do think it'll be close, considering how good RW's been this season. So, match number 8, ED versus Rugrats. I don't know if you want to divulge some information, Tosh, or if you... Oh, wait, you even said earlier you haven't talked about anything, have you?
I don't even know what I'm going to do. Hold on, I can... ED... Mid Vegeta was benched for them last week. They have 2 benches across the board for everyone right now. And for us, I don't even remember my bench schedule. We had Kid Trunks benched last week. Goten is scheduled to be benched this week. That may change, potentially.
Okay. Assuming he isn't benched, then I'm going to go with Rugrats. If he is, then I'm going to go with ED. That's. You can have my half and half vote there. Because I think if Goten's in, and you move Aurelie to probably attack one on like sort of that Trunks AI build, then I'd be like quite in your camp to get the win. But yeah, otherwise I think ED have looked very strong this season, so I wouldn't be surprised if they won. Anthony.
Wait, we got 2 benches for everyone? Okay, that shows show you how much I was paying attention. Oh no, it may be GT Goku. Now since I see that everyone has 2 benches, I may push for GT Goku potentially.
Okay, if you bench GT Goku, then I will 100% have your back in to win the match. So, Anthony, what are your thoughts?
Oh, Mid Vegeta is gonna come in and he's gonna beat up those children. It will not be fun to watch.
Child abuse.
It's gonna be sad. It's gonna be sad. He's gonna beat up his kid, and I'm gonna be like, Tosh, this is what happens when you disrespect
Shut up.
Jiro. That's what happens when you diss Jiro. So yeah, I'm giving it to ED.
And Tosh.
I'll still go with my team. Like, I still have to have faith in my team.
You gotta have faith. Exactly. I have faith, Tosh. I believe you can do it. Yeah. So that's. We'll say I'll commit my vote to Rugrats because I'm going to assume that GT Goku's taking the bench. So that's 2-1 to Rugrats. And with that, we've come to the end of the week. I want to thank everyone for watching. If you guys want to make some comments down below for things we can improve on the cast. And while you're down there, you want to check the link for the Discord website, Twitter, and the TikTok. And yeah, it's been great having you guys, having to listen to me and Anthony cope, and producer Tosh having to intervene on several occasions. And yeah, have a great day, and yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll just leave it there. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.